When I was a kid, I absolutely loved building paper aeroplanes and competing with friends to see whose would fly the farthest and who had the best design. Well, what I want to do today is I want to try different paper aeroplane designs in steel, see which works the best, build a large steel paper aeroplane. Today's episode is sponsored by the brand new free-to-play mobile game Darkfire Heroes. You can download it now at the link in my description. In-game, you can collect, upgrade, and play as crazy, powerful, common, rare, and epic heroes. Just look at how many awesome ones there are to choose from. You battle your way through armies of deadly monsters and ghouls in this non-stop, real-time strategic RPG that's changing the way RPGs are played on mobile forever. Face unimaginably tough bosses that test your skills but also give awesome rewards. There's a whole new adventure waiting for you to explore in Darkfire Heroes. Battle your friends in real-time PvP arena and claim your title as the true Darkfire hero. Guys, if you download it now for free at the link down below in my description, you're going to be receiving a special new player welcome bonus, including an adventure chest on your very first day. This is the game changer we've all been waiting for. Choose your heroes, slay the bad guys, and get set for a great adventure. It's completely free on iOS and Android, so please download it down below. Thank you, Darkfire Heroes, for sponsoring this video. Last week, we tried to make origami from steel, and we succeeded. We learned some good things about it. And what we thought would be a good idea for prototyping this type of stuff is this. This is a pack of steel shim stock. This right here is 2/1000ths of an inch thick. This is 4/1000ths, and this thicker stuff is 12/1000ths. This will allow us to do some good prototyping. I made 5 initial prototypes of varying designs so that we can see which has the best lift, because as we move from paper into steel, we're dealing with a much heavier material. I want every bit of lift we can get. There's a hell of a pattern developing. 4 out of 5 of these planes landed in almost the exact same spot. This is wild. All right, what do we make out of steel? Number 1, for sure, went the furthest and it flew the fastest. And I want to experiment further with number 3 because I might be able to throw it better. I like the lift that has. I think that could transfer well over to a piece of steel. Very difficult to fold this steel. Oh, no. It's all out of whack already. Let's start again. How cool is that? You can bend it with a scribe. Wow. Let's see how design number 1 in steel flies. That's pretty amazing. Number 2. Both of them flew, kind of, like darts. Oh, I'm liking that. How does that go so consistently in the same spot? Oh no! We've split it in half. Now I think this one broke because this has folds that go forwards and then come back on itself, and it's also made out of some thinner steel. This one is certainly quite hardy and resilient and very consistent with where it goes. So look at how consistent this is. A, formerly number 1, all lands in the same spot, flies pretty straight and just sticks itself in there. And it's interesting because this is the classic paper airplane shape, the most basic paper airplane there is, and it's landing in the same spot every single time. And so it's now time to make the real thing out of a real big piece of steel. Okay, so I'm starting this unconventionally. We didn't start with folding the middle. We're starting with folding these wing areas. But I'm having trouble as I start to bend this, where it's bending up here instead of at the crease that I made. So we're going to take the angle grinder and we're going to weaken along the fold by making a few cutout slots. So I'm now making this bend, and it doesn't look like it's going to line up like we want. It looks like it's going to go too far over the center line, which is a really bad thing, because we then need to fold it on the center line. Whenever you're folding paper, the luxury that we have is we can just fold it across and then crease it wherever we want. And we can make things line up simply by bringing one edge across, creasing from that and flattening it down. But in steel, that little bit of crinkling that happens causes a chain of really bad things that you can't smooth out like you can in paper. So that means instead of just working it out and smoothing it down, I've been taking measurements of my paper examples, calculating the proportion and the ratio between this, and laying out the lines that I then bend to. But somewhere we've got an error, because if we fold this down, it's not looking so good for a nice and even paper aeroplane. I think we've got to start again. So on this one, instead of following the proportions, because it's not necessarily the right scale, we've been trying to follow the math. So we've tried to work out, what exactly is this fold? How does that work? Well, the whole idea is this part of our paper plane touches the center line perfectly, and it's whatever angle that follows. So we're able to take this distance to here and then divide that line in two, and it makes a beautiful equilateral triangle with a center point.
Is it equilateral or equilateral?
I think it's equilateral.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Did I call it equilateral?
Yeah.
Equilateral. Equilateral. You know what it equates to?
You've been a
I just love this project. This makes me feel like being a kid again. I really hope I'm not the first person to have made a large paper aeroplane out of sheet steel. How good does that look? Up we go. This is just so fantastically ridiculous. I love the scale of this. We only got 3 folds left. It's time for that middle fold, and then we're putting our wings down, and it's time for our first test flight. Boeing, eat your heart out. This is the all-new, solid steel, completely undesigned Steel Plane Mark 1. Oh my goodness. This is irresponsible. Walking my paper aeroplane to the beach. This is one small flight of a steel paper aeroplane, but a giant leap in childish engineering. This has been a fabulous project. Childish joy is the best way to summarize this. We've made a steel paper plane. I'm thrilled you were here. Let us know down below what you would like us to launch this into, because I think this bad boy has some destructive capabilities that have been yet untapped. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to today's sponsor, which was Darkfire Heroes. Check them out at the link in the description below. Download that game. See you all soon. Bye-bye.